Hello, it's lovely to see you again. Welcome to my studio. My name is Antonia and I'm going to talk today about receiving. It's something many of us find almost impossible to do. But first of all, I'm going to talk about giving. Most of us know how important it is to give, to be of service, and to look out for other people. We all know this and agree with it. Generally, it goes like this. We know we mustn't take the biggest slice of cake on the plate. We must be polite and give other people the benefit of the doubt. We must make sure that other people feel good, and if there's any awkwardness, it's obviously because of us. We judge ourselves harshly and imagine everyone else is judging us harshly too. Well, maybe they do, but some people are like that. But no one judges us as ferociously as we do to ourselves. We can be tyrannical. We give our time and feel good about helping others. We give our love, our loyalty, and we know that this is a good thing. Give and do not be selfish. Selfish is wrong, and we don't want that. We all know awful selfish people, and there but the grace of God go we. But I think a little bit of selfishness is essential. Self-absorption is not good. Self-obsession is not good. Meanness of spirit and greediness is horrible. But to me, a lovely bit of selfishness is the beginning of putting ourselves first. It's the having of the bubble bath after a long day at work and calling the needy friend afterwards, not before. That is healthy selfishness. It isn't really selfishness anyway, but it feels like it when you're not putting yourself very high on your list of priorities. Linked to giving is our notion of self-worth. If I give, I am worthy. With that is the hope that if I am worthy and I am doing these nice things, I will get a reward. What is the reward? Well, people will be nice to me. They will like me. I will belong. I will be indispensable. They will know I am a good person. If I give to you, you will give to me. But somehow our notion of self-worth gets a bit twisted, and we don't believe we're really good enough for any rewards. If someone gives to us, we deny it, reject it, feel bad about it, and give back double. For example, I do something for someone and they, in gratitude, offer to do something for me. I didn't do that much. I don't really deserve this, I say to myself. And instead of feeling pleased that I helped them and it is perfectly normal for them to reciprocate, I feel awkward and unworthy. And if I can't get out of the situation, I make sure that I have done most of the thing they're going to do for me anyway, so that they don't have to actually do much and put themselves out. I may further outdo them by giving them flowers or cakes or whatever and make myself feel less vulnerable and less indebted that way. There is an unconscious belief that the balance of my worth is threatened, and that if I allow myself to receive, I become vulnerable and weak. I fear that I'm not really worthy of receiving this thing that they're doing for me, and that they will find out. Or, even worse, I fear they don't think I am worth this thing they are doing for me, and are just sorry for me. Oh Lord, what a pickle. So now we come on to receiving. There is so much courage when a giver decides to receive. It feels vulnerable, it feels wrong, it feels as if we are no longer in control. But that control, choosing to give and to always do for others, is unsustainable. It's a control based on fear. It's a control that says we're not good enough. We must keep giving so that people don't suspect that we are unworthy. What are we afraid of if we let go? That we will disappear? That we will lose our reputation as a giving, wonderful person? That we do not deserve to receive? A very giving, private and strong-willed lady for whom I had done something a while ago asked what she could do for me in return. She wasn't comfortable with this imbalance and wanted to get back to her comfort zone of being in control and being the giver. I really liked this lady and felt that she was blocking so much goodwill from other people by her resistance to letting anyone do anything for her and accepting it simply as an act of friendship. I told her that when she needed something and I could give it, she was to contact me and ask. I would then give, and she would accept. I want you, I said, to be in a state of receipt. She did call, and I did give, and though it was hard for her to do so, she put herself into a state of receipt, and in doing so, without it being a part of the deal, she gave so much back to me. She gave me trust and allowed me to see her vulnerability and gave me an insight into the wonder of who she was. But I could never tell her that. It was enough that she'd agreed to be in a state of receipt. I knew her boundaries. Here is a wonderful piece of wisdom. We will not be diminished by receiving. Sometimes the receiving is so small, so simple, that we don't realize that it is receiving. Try this. The next time someone says, "Oh, that is a lovely jumper," for example, don't say, "Oh, it's an old thing, I don't really like it, I only put it on because I don't have another," and so on. Just stop. Say, "Thank you," and you have received a compliment. The giver of the compliment is happy to give it. You have, by receiving it, given pleasure. You have still given. Being able to receive is also about self-care, self-love, and that old chestnut, boundaries. If you keep giving, you will become utterly depleted. You'll have to stop. Then everything you feared about being invisible, unworthy, no good at anything, will seem to be true because you are so tired and lost and low, and you fear that you have failed. You may also be resentful, angry, and passive-aggressive. Of course you feel that way. You need a hug and to be told that you are wonderful as you are. But you need to learn to stop and give to yourself. You need to learn that it is good and safe to receive, and the best person to give to you is you. So here are some thoughts about receiving. As a giver, you know how good it feels to help someone. Let others experience that with you. Let them have the pleasure of seeing their actions make you feel good. In a way, give them the pleasure. Receiving makes you know yourself more. Have you given yourself any time recently? Do you like yourself? If you don't like yourself, how can you expect others to? They will like you, of course, but you won't believe them. Imagine a small child needing a hug. You give that child a hug simply because you care. You know that child will benefit and you do not question it. What if you were that small child? Give yourself a hug. Just do it. Just give yourself a hug because it is the right thing to do. Allow yourself to receive that kindness from yourself. Receiving is about balance. In order to be effective, there must be balance. It feels like a tough thing to do, to receive, but it isn't. It is just your fear of being judged because you are not kind to yourself, to that little child that is you. Why are you not worthy of pleasure, of the glow of happiness? It is lovely to be given things, not just presents, though that is nice too, but compliments, recognition, acts of kindness, even to receive someone's love or friendship. It's lovely. Take it. You are worth it. Trust yourself. Give to yourself. Say no to things that you know you don't want or like. It's okay to do that. Other people do it and are still here, happy and well. Give yourself time out. Give yourself treats. Give yourself boundaries and see how much stronger you will feel. Receive from yourself permission to enjoy your own power. Your own power is actually entirely for you. It is for you to use for whatever you want, and if you give it away, if you squander it on other people who don't even notice, it is time to stop. Give yourself permission to take time out for yourself and see how much stronger you will feel. Julia Cameron, who wrote The Excellent Artist's Way, suggests the following. It's called The Artist's Treat, and for now, you are the artist and I suggest it for you. Take 1 hour this week and spend it on something that is entirely for you, something that is not to do with work, other people, must-dos and should-dos, but something frivolous, fun, light-hearted and entirely for you. Then do it. It is surprisingly hard to do even 1 hour during the week, but I suggest you try it. The very first artist's treat that I did for myself was to go to a bookshop, find a stool, and look at glossy art books. It was absolutely lovely, but I only managed 20 minutes that first time. See how you get on. Thank you for watching. I would love to know what you think about receiving and giving in the comments section below, and tell me a bit about yourself too. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please do subscribe and share and comment. It helps me to create more of this content. Bless you, be well, and thank you.